Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Troy Trojans, taking on a team from the AAC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Commodores will kick it off to get us underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Connor. He's brought down. Gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going for the big play. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The give is to Taylor. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. On the move. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
Johnson wants to throw it. Buys a little time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Here comes the offense on second down. Reads it, fires complete. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
They'll throw it on first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Snap it to the back. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Fisher. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. He was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Working that left side now. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
The Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Vanderbilt!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. The give and the run on 4th down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always make it.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Power football with the run. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He unleashes a long one. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Lofts one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Alexander. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Back to the air one more time. Dances away to buy time. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They want to throw it. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Commodores.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Touch pass on the run. The expressway is wide open. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. The quick out.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This one's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone. But the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Direct snap. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. and he missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Taylor has it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. This offense set up with a second and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. A run for the quarterback.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the 1st, and we got a fresh set of downs.
The aerial assault continues. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Troy! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Pavia. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Final play of the quarter coming. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Troy 21, Vanderbilt 14.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll take it himself. There's a live football. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Unleashes it on the run. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They want to just keep throwing it. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. At the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Getting some heat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your...
Touchdown, Troy! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away.
14.
And he's going to try to return this one. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Pavia. This time on target. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Coming after him. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there?
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. You start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this.